got you. I got you. Yeah, yeah. Yep, yep. What sound do we have? Anything I can tell us to? Okay. What's he saying? Have not connected yet, but I know he's on his way. Okay. Go ahead. Listen, this is one of the things we talk about all the time, Lorenzo, Leslie, back at work. This is why you go through the proper channels. This is the difficulty with having, social media so active is that the governor of West Virginia can send this out as soon as he gets whatever he believes to be verified information. And now we're finding out it's conflicting in those reports. So that's why we're quite careful. So we're saying at this point that we are getting conflicting reports on the injuries to the two guardsmen shot here, not far from the Farragut West Metro stop. We're also hearing that there are injuries, we don't know the extent of those, to the suspect who's in custody and at a nearby hospital. I have a few sources who have been giving me some information on the suspect, but I'm not going to share that until we get that confirmed, because as you saw with what we just heard from the West Virginia governor, sometimes you really have to make sure the vetting process is quite strong. But again, to give you an idea of how this entire scene is going to develop, right? You heard Rafa talking about just a bit ago, there's CCTV cameras all over the city, especially right down here in an area that's quite near the White House. And most of downtown is this way. But what you're also seeing is all of the different law enforcement groups at the various jurisdictions all working together, working in tandem to try to bring this together. So I'm going to step out of the way just to kind of give you an idea. Rafa is quite far away. He's over by the White House. We are a bit further back now, probably about, I would say, based on where we are, about a block away. And over here, across Farragut Square, you can see the gathering of various law enforcement. We've seen Homeland Security officials here. We've seen the ATF, obviously. We've seen our police, because again, this is right near a national park. This isn't a national park. And of course, leading, we're told so far, here's my source, the leading investigation is going to be MPD, but again, that can be subject to change based on what they find as they go through the investigation. Now, again, even though a suspect is in custody, it's quite important to remind everyone that this is what the investigation is for, to find out what happened, why it happened, and if this person they have in custody is in fact responsible. To go through just kind of what we know about investigations, especially in this area, they're looking at CCTV, the closed circuit cameras, what Rafa was talking about. They're going over bullet casings and ballistics, which means looking at the casings and seeing, because every single individual bullet that's fired has a pin that's hitting the back that is actually almost a fingerprint for the gun. So at the time you hit that gun is the one you can shoot. If that gun, if they have, you don't know, by the way, that's in, you don't know if that is going to be, it doesn't found yet, but they would be able to trace things that way, right? So that's what forensics looks like. Also, obviously, if people going over the scene and trying to figure out what happened, what led up to it, and trying to most of the day is that people have been just, I would say, glued to this crime tape behind me, watching, trying to see. Everyone wants to know, especially the folks we talked to earlier who heard the gunshots, who saw the people screaming and running. I mean, this is something that's jarring any day, any time of the year, but it particularly seems to hit closer to home because people are in town for Thanksgiving. People, this is a holiday coming up. The gentleman we talked to said, yeah, he wasn't shocked by gunshots, but it is his holiday weekend. He's here in D.C. spending it with his son. Now, we're going to send you to some sound from from the Vice President J.D. Vance. He has already made a statement about this shooting, and we want to hear exactly what he is able to offer in terms of investigation, but also condolences to the families, because regardless, two guardsmen were shot here in the city and they have significant injuries. So take a listen to Vice President J.D. Vance.
Sharply returns.
Yeah, so you could see there, J.D. Vance offered condolences, but also respect for the men in the military, men and women in the military. We're still at this point, we're waiting to hear, and like you heard Rafa saying, and Matthew Torres will be closer to it, there's going to be, I've been told, in the next half hour or so, a press conference where federal officials, local officials will be rolling out what they're able to say about the investigation so far. The questions we're going to have, obviously, are dealing with the suspect and their condition, the condition of the guardsmen, which we now need to have clarified by a federal official, because the governor of West Virginia, as we said, has posted perhaps prematurely that they have died, and that there are conflicting reports there. So we're going to get that narrowed down by local and federal officials. And we also are going to work, and it's always hard to tell this early in the investigation, and we're only about 2 hours since this shooting happened. What we would like to know, at least, what the preliminary motives could be, the potential, what led up to it, or at least what was happening right before this suspect shot the two guardsmen. These are all questions we're going to work hard to not only get confirmed with local and federal officials, but also we're working with our sources to see what we're able to glean on what may have led up to this. And of course, as we get that, we will be here live, bringing it to you. We'll also be on our website, USA9.com, on our social media platforms, getting the information when we have it verified to you as quickly as possible. But for now, Farragut Square, Matt Gregory, back to you in the studio.
It's okay. I canceled the travel plans and we're just gonna go tomorrow morning. So I think there's no one else to be back to me and maybe now we're fine. Yeah, we're planning. He's on this right and now yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
So I got two. I had a 1-year-old that had that. What? No, that's not. It's like one of those. I don't know. It's like archive. Yeah.
Okay.
Do I have to? No, I have to. Oh, sorry. Same thing.
Here's my answer. I don't know. I have a also
I checked. Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. This will get stopped, right? Yeah.
Oh, I did. Sorry. Sure. Oh, sorry. Oh.
I don't know.
Standing.
Oh, weird.
You can put it in the story.
How can that be above that story? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Oh, the five
Yes. Mayor.
Yeah.
It always got some place. I mean, I was here.
So I'll coordinate some of these out. Said that you were leaving on desk. He said to me, we need her back on the desk. We're already covering her this week. To stay as next week. 5 minute warning. Gallery. Excuse me, sir. Sir, excuse me. Are you able to tell us who is coming? Mayor, Chief Carroll from MPD. So again, Chief Carroll from MPD. Yep. And the FBI. Thank you. Gallery. Hello. Yeah, so you're going to have three people. You're going to have the mayor, who is Muriel Bowser. You're going to have the FBI director, Kash Patel. And you're going to have the Metropolitan Police chief, whose name I don't know, but I'm trying to find out now. In 5 minutes. Yeah, so hold on. One second, I'm trying to find out who the other person is. Excuse me. Who's coming from the police? Which of those is it?
They're coming right now. Carol.
Jeffrey Carroll. Thank you. It's Jeffrey Carroll from the DC police. Tell them not to take this camera. Take NM1 Get out of here now.
Take it. Brittany, everybody.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kash Patel, FBI Director. We're here to brief you on the tragic events that happened today at approximately 2:15 local time in Washington, D.C., where two of our brave members of the National Guard and the Department of War were brazenly attacked in a horrendous act of violence. They were shot. They're in critical condition. As you can see behind me, we have assembled the full force of both the federal and state and local law enforcement agencies to bring bear all of our resources to make sure we find the perpetrators responsible for this heinous act. And make no mistake, they will be brought to justice. Since this is an assault on a federal law enforcement officer, this will be treated at the federal level as an assault on a federal law enforcement officer. The FBI will lead out on that mission with our interagency partners, to include the Department of Homeland Security, Secret Service, ATF, DEA, and we're thankful for the mayor's assistance in this matter, the Metropolitan Police Department and their skills in investigating homicides and gun shootings in this city is exceptional. We will work together collaboratively because this is a matter of national security, because this is a matter of pride. President Trump has been informed. We've been in contact with the White House. We will shortchange the American public with no resources to make sure we find and safeguard our nation's capital right here in Washington, D.C., and bring anyone responsible for this heinous act of violence to justice. I would lastly like to add to the American public in the world, please send your prayers to those brave warriors who are in critical condition and their families. They are here serving our country. They are here protecting everyday Americans and citizens around the world in our nation's capital. They are the heroes of this day, and we must remember them on this day and every day, and their families and the sacrifice they have made. I will now turn it over to Chief Carroll of the Metropolitan Police Department. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jeff Carroll. I'm the Executive Assistant Chief here at the Metropolitan Police Department. At approximately 2:15 this afternoon, members of the D.C. National Guard were on high visibility patrols in the area of 17th and I Street Northwest when a suspect came around the corner, raised his arm with a firearm, and discharged it at the National Guard members. The National Guard members, there were other members that were in the area. They were able to, after some back and forth, able to subdue the individual and bring him into custody. Within moments, members of law enforcement in the area were also able to assist and bring that individual into custody. At this time, as the director mentioned, the National Guard members are being treated at a local hospital. DC Fire and EMS responded to the scene to provide first aid for those individuals and transport them to a local hospital. The suspect in this case was also transported for treatment at a local hospital. Madam Mayor?
I'm Muriel Bowser. I'm the mayor of Washington, D.C., and I, too, want to send my thoughts and prayers to the families of the guardsmen and to the guardsmen who are in critical condition in a local hospital. I am joined by members and leadership from the D.C. National Guard, from the West Virginia National Guard, United States Secret Service, Deputy Mayor Pia, Fire Chief Donnelly, and Metro's General Manager Randy Clark. And we join with the FBI Director in ensuring that MPD investigates, the U.S. Attorney prosecutes this case to the fullest extent of the law. I've had the opportunity to brief U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi, who was speaking to the president when I called, as well as the United States Attorney Pirro, who assured me that this case will have her office's complete attention.
Mayor, was there any other suspect?
Chief.
Sure. So no, at this time, there was no indication that there was any other suspect. The one suspect that was involved in this incident, they were shot during the interaction, and they were transported to the hospital for treatment.
Mayor, does this validate the need for the National Guard here in D.C.?
What we know, Andrea, is that this is a targeted shooting. One individual who appeared to target these guardsmen, that individual has been taken into custody.
Mayor, can you tell us any more details on the condition of the two National Guardsmen and whether or not anyone else was injured? And a quick question follow-up for the FBI Director. You said that we'll make sure we find the perpetrators for this act. So just to clarify, the person believed to be responsible is in custody and there are no other suspects?
Sure. So I can start out again. Chief Carroll from MPD. So both of the individuals, the guard members, they are in critical condition in a local hospital at this time, being treated. At this point, we have no other suspects. We have reviewed video from the area. It appears, like I said, to be a lone gunman that raised a firearm and ambushed these members of the National Guard, and he was quickly taken into custody by other National Guard members and law enforcement members.
Have you got any sense of motive?
No, at this time, obviously, we're very in the preliminary stages of investigation. There's a lot of things, a lot of agents that are here from various federal agencies, law enforcement agencies. We have the full power of the FBI and our federal partners here in the task force. So we're looking at all those different aspects, but we don't have any motive.
Guardsmen armed, sir?
The National Guardsmen that were shot, I'm told they were armed.
Did they get off shots?
At this time, as part of the preliminary investigation.
Can you explain how the suspect was apprehended? Chief.
Sure. So how the suspect was apprehended, as I said, the individual, the suspect came around the corner. He immediately started firing a firearm at the two National Guard members. So at that time, there were other National Guard members that were in the area. They heard the gunfire. They actually were able to intervene and to kind of hold down the suspect after he had been shot on the ground until law enforcement got there within moments.
And he was shot by a National Guardsman?
At this point, we're still investigating exactly who shot the individual. It's not clear at this time.
Were there DC policemen in the area?
We don't know what kind of weapon. There was DC police. It happened right in front of the Metro, although there is no indication that the perpetrator was on the Metro. So there's Metro Transit Police in the area, and obviously being on 17th Street by the White House, Uniform Division Secret Service were in the immediate area as well.
What kind of weapon the alleged perpetrator used?
We do not know at this time. It's still in
Chief, how many
investigation.
shots were fired?
We're going to be able to take a couple more.
Has been able to question the suspect, or is his condition so severe that you haven't been able to have a conversation?
Sure. Again, so as I said, we're very preliminary in the investigation, so we're looking into all aspects of who the individual is, his connections. At this time, he's still in the hospital receiving treatment.
And I would just like to add, the reason that this suspect is in custody is because of the bravery of the men and women of the National Guard who responded due to their extensive training to secure American lives today. There was not any further injury and any further shootings. We should highlight the fact that the men and women of law enforcement, the interagency, the Department of War, and the National Guard executed their training with great precision today and prevented an even greater tragedy from befalling us. These National Guardsmen are heroes, and we must pray for their safety and their speedy recovery. And as the chief said, we are in the preliminary stages of this investigation. We will run down every single lead, every piece of evidence. This is the power of the U.S. government at its best at the state, local, and federal level. That is why this interagency group is standing behind us to assure America and the world that we will continue to keep D.C. safe. And thankfully, we have Metropolitan Police Department, the National Guardsmen, and federal agents, and the Department of Justice and the Attorney General willing to prosecute the mission to keep Americans safe. And President Trump has rightly stated that this heinous act will be investigated, and he has thanked the National Guardsmen and women and the men and women of law enforcement.
Thank you.
Families get notified?
Did the suspect say anything at the time? Why did the West Virginia governor say that they Chief, was anyone else shot besides the two?
Have the families been notified?
General, what about the unconstitutional deployment of troops? It's been ruled unconstitutional. Why are there 500 more troops?
Plug them all together. I do wonder.
I'll take that. Thank you.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
NPD and also FBI. So it has been confirmed that our two national guardsmen are alive. They are in critical condition. And the quarterback is also
I know you're good, sir. I'm trying to be helpful. I'm not being helpful. Stay here.
all good for the same one.
Hey, Jack. Hi. Yes.
What are they all doing over there? I'm guessing we're not top of the 10, maybe. We are.
It was so great meeting you. Eric Rich he's asking us a lot of questions, but we did get a lot of information, especially on the
Out of mind. Yes. Is that it? Is that all?
Yeah, Joey took the other piece.
You got the money? Save it. No, that's it. We're out of here, but they're going to start trying to take pictures. So once they finish going live, I guess I got to figure out what they want. The problem is go that way for here to here. You know, everybody wants it. We usually let people go live. So the press conference, they go live. Once they're done, something will sign later. You go with them being there? Yeah, for now, but like, everybody's trying to think more like no one's. That's pretty smart. Is this L9 car? Bring out one. So if you would want to do that, open that up, let people maybe what we do was take here and here, and then 2 fingers straight down. Yeah. Yes. And then I'll take all this. Yeah. That's okay. I'll go. I would expect it to happen. Let me ask you why you're doing this.
Is this car staying here though?
Do we have enough to go straight back to the lead post? No? We still have to find some more.
I could try, but it don't look like it. Nope. That's it.
Just like that was on national television just now.
Oh, that's hilarious. So embarrassing.
Your friends did a yeoman's job trying to save people's lives.
Yep. So I'll take this down now. And then we just got to go over there and block.
Want me to take this down?
Yeah. Keep you guys. Keep you guys.
What? You want to do active? Well, I can get a player.
Excuse me. Excuse me, sir.
Where's the FBI?
What's your call sign?
Westfall, WF Westfall.
And you're the FBI here. See?
FBI URC, we have a toddler right a block away.
Can you pull it up to right here?
Yeah, we
If you can pull it up to right here, I'll open the gate for you.
Alright, so we'll look ready for
Yeah, I'll move back. I'll try to split it up. Ladies and gentlemen, squad car coming up.
Yeah.
Pointed out to me, thought, we did a tremendous job in working these patients. He did have a question, and I think I know the answer. Before you finish the whole question. Okay. I know Nick was recognized 68, so it was he mentioned that talk about the exceptional work of these economies has. And he did ask, so he would answer questions. I hope that. So I'll check with Nick. And
I know. Like forever.
45 minutes left to fill.
unfortunately, because we're a medical provider, we're covered by HIPAA medical privacy laws, and we can't disclose hospital destinations.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, sorry about that.
What's happening?
Wszystkie okoliczne ulice zostały państwo tam do oddania. Znajdują się w
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Just welcome back.
activity here still on part of what it is a few hours now since the two National Guard members were shot critically injured there's been a lot of activity here. Where there's a lot of metro station, and a man, we are now told, came around the corner, opened fire on two National Guard members who were patrolling the street. We're told that the National Guard members were armed. We are not sure whether they returned fire in the process of the shooting, but what we do know is that the suspect was hit and has been taken into custody. We had an update from the FBI Director, Cash Patel, standing with some sense of unity, I have to say, alongside the Democratic mayor of Washington, D.C., Muriel Bowser, and the Deputy Chief of the Metropolitan City. There was some confusion earlier on when the mayor. There was some confusion earlier on when the. There was some confusion earlier on in the day when. There was some confusion earlier on when the governor of West Virginia, where it is believed these two National Guard members are from, suggested that they had been killed. He later then changed his statement and said that they had been critically injured. But it is clear that this is a very live investigation. The motive at this stage is not clear. The motive at this stage is not clear. The fact is, of course, is that the National Guard have deployed in large numbers to this city of Washington, D.C., but also to other cities across the country. Democratic cities largely, and on the borders of they're here to face it, to deal with law and order, with other jobs as well, clearing up the city. Their deployment has been controversial. It's not clear at the moment, as I said, what the motive behind this is. The background, of course, and the context is that the National Guard has been deployed in quite large numbers in this city, Washington, D.C., and across the country in some other cities as well, on the orders of President Trump to deal with law and order. They've been doing other jobs as well. He says that they are massively improving law and order, helping to improve law and order in cities right across the country. Their deployment, though, has been controversial, but as I say, we do not know whether they were specifically targeted and what the motive behind it is. Oh, you were shot. Yeah, guys. Work come through. Guys, move. Get out of the road. Get out of the road. The car's coming by. Folks, can you just slide over? Thank you. For this nice lady. Just let her out. No, we're not.